Welcome to another product review by Watchful I Studio. Today we're going to be looking at SBX-69, the Valentine Tank Company all-plastic kit by Battlefront Miniatures for the Flames of War World War II game system. This box set contains 3 vehicles, retails for $27. Front of the box shows the assembled Valentines, 2 of them mounted with the 2-pounder gun and the other one with the 6-pounder. The lower left-hand corner of the box shows the logo for the nation that these belong to, with the lower right-hand corner showing the late war logo. Let's have a look at the back of the box. Back of the box shows the contents that you get inside with 3 Valentine tanks, 2 unit cards. Again, it's an all-plastic kit and has the assembly instructions on the back with a nice color layout showing you how to assemble the 2-pound turret or the 6-pound turret. The interesting thing about this vehicle, it was a Lend-Lease vehicle by the British to the Soviets, and there are some options in the Army book. Take these in your force. Let's crack open the box, take a look at the sprues. The Valentine sprue comes in a Soviet green color, and right off the bat, the one thing that I noticed that I really like about this sprue is it is very similar to the T-34 layout, where it gives you 2 turrets, being able to mount both guns in separate turrets and swap those out as needed, depending on the type of army list that you want to play. Again, a beautiful thing that Battlefront does for you as a player and as a consumer, so you don't have to buy multiple kits just to have tank variety in your formation. You can see by the sprue, it has the whole top, whole bottom, side skirts, the 2 turrets for both the 2-pound and 6-pound guns, those cylindrical fuel drums the Soviet Union is so famous for, hatches, and other accessories that are needed to fully assemble your tank. One of the other things that I noticed is how incredibly thin the plastic is. It's almost see-through, but the detail on it is very, very crisp, and I don't see any issues with it breaking or warping just because of how thin it may be. Looks like a fun kit to assemble, so let's go right ahead and take a look at the officer's sprue and then put one of these together. If you're like me and have an excessive amount of Soviet tanks, I have a gigantic pile of this sprue of tank officers. It's the same sprue that comes in every kit. They're sculpted well. There's 6 different variants to give you some variety for those commanders in each of your different companies, and they're hard plastic, which is always nice. Let's put one of these tanks together, take a closer look. Here is an assembled Valentine mounting the 6-pound gun. I went ahead and spray primed this with a British kind of brown-violet color in preparation to fully painting it. It's a nice kit to assemble, relatively easy. There are some areas that need a little cleanup after using plastic cement, particularly around the turret, but overall, the vehicle went together rather easily. This is an interesting kit for Soviet players because of where the options to put these in your army lie. In the Bagration book, there are essentially 2 formations that allow you to take Valentines. One is the Hero T-34 Tank Battalion, and the other is the T-34 Tank Battalion. What makes these interesting is the Hero T-34 Tank Battalion has a smaller amount of Valentines that it may take, but gives you both the 2-pound and 6-pound options, and the T-34 Tank Battalion gives you both the 2-pound and 6-pound options. Doing a slightly deeper dive into building out Soviet forces, if you have the command cards available to you, there is a card that gives you a forward detachment option, which also allows you to field a Hero Valentine Tank Company, and the card is shown above. Having a closer look at the guns, the 2-pounder has a 24-inch range, rate of fire 2 when halted, 1 when moving, an anti-tank of a 7 with a 4+ firepower, and no HE. The 6-pound variant is a slightly longer range at 28 inches, rate of fire 2 halted, 1 when moving, a nice anti-tank of 10 with a 4+ firepower, and again, no HE, but also has some additional special rules such as mounting no machine gun and being overworked. If the Valentine has the 2-pound option, it does come with a machine gun, giving you that nice rate of fire of 3, both halted and moving, anti-tank of 2, 6+ firepower, 16-inch range. The tank itself can hold its own with any medium tank, with a 6 front, 5 side and rear, and a top armor of 1. Regardless of which formation you take these tanks in, they're going to be hit on a 3+, but the tank company that's available to you in the T-34 Tank Battalion does give you that last stand of a 3+ for motivation, but their skill ratings worse at a 5+ versus the 4+ trained and the 3+ tactics for the Hero Tank Company. Let's see how much these cost. The Valentines with a 2-pound gun option, relatively cheap tanks, coming in at 11 points for 7 of them, or 6 points for 4, which is the minimum amount. The weapon options available to you, though, is being able to replace half of the Valentines in your tank company with a 6-pound gun for +1 point. And the Hero Tank Companies, you can take up to 3 Valentines with 2-pound guns for 5 5 points, or 2 Valentines with a 2-pounder and 1 Valentine with a 6-pounder for 6 points. The downside to fielding those 6-pound guns is when you're on the move, that overwork does give you a +1 to hit when moving. Overall, the Valentine kit is a nice product, very well detailed and easy to put together, but realistically, there is a limit on where, when, and how you can field the Valentines in a Soviet force, so it might not be a very commonly bought item in your store. If you carry the Flames of War product range in depth, this could be a box set that you would carry maybe 1 or 2 of, but realistically, if you're carrying or looking to carry the core product, this might be a box set that you can avoid until your community grows and becomes more specialized in the formations that they're choosing. I hope you enjoyed this video. Be sure to like, subscribe, don't forget to ring that bell, and as always, let's keep a watchful eye on the hobby. Thanks. Have a great day.